Hey guys, Mike from Wild Education here. It has been an extremely stressful last few months, but we have some very big announcements for February and March. So we have been looking very hard for a place, trying to find a place that works within our budget, zoning, having animals, all this stuff. And we finally found a place in Abbotsford. So we are in front of it right now. So this is on Wheel Avenue. It is a warehouse. So let's go inside and take a look, and then we'll show you what the plan is. So we go in. This is kind of a front office area. One of the desks is going. They're going to leave us one of the desks. So the plan for this front area here, this is going to be our retail area. So this is where we are going to be selling rats and things like that, frozen foods, hopefully the cockroaches as well. So this is where you will come to get the bugs and things like that from. And as we go, we might expand into a few other products just to have extra sources of income. But that's going to be this main front area here. And I'll have a desk that I can bring my computer here and do emails. Then, the back here. So it is only 2,200 square feet. It is not as big as I wanted to, but the price of things here are ridiculous. So this is what we have to work with now. So it is a big warehouse. It does have a washroom there. We're gonna get rid of this vacuum they left here and your table. We got a fridge and there's another one there. But yeah, this is a space we have to work with now. It is a lot smaller than what we have now, but you've got to keep in mind we have a lot of plants, and the plants take up a lot of space. Our greenhouse also is curved like this. So because of the curve in the greenhouse, we couldn't build right up against the walls. So behind most of the enclosures, there is a 4-foot gap. And then it's just dead space. So it's a lot of square footage wasted, plus the plants and that. Now this building here is not going to be open to the public because we are not allowed to be open to the public in industrial zoning. So this is going to be just to house the animals. There will be no more tours, but we will be doing mobile presentations, and that's kind of the whole idea. Get a place to continue the mobile presentations, and then we can hopefully keep the rescue going that way. Now, we have a lot of things to do in here, but the big thing is money. So this building, just this little 2,200 square foot building, is almost $5,000 a month in rent. So we didn't actually want to take it until March 1st, but I had to take it February 1st, and this is our only option. So I had to pay the first month's rent plus the deposit of almost $10,000 just to get the building for February 1st. Well, we don't even really need it until March 1st when we have to pay another almost $5,000. So before we even move any animals into this building, we will have paid almost $15,000 just to have the space. We need it though because I don't want to shut down. So that being said, we need some money. So if you guys would like to make a donation, the GoFundMe link is in the write-up or email transfers. The link is right here. I'm hoping I can line it up with my finger. Now, we have a lot of things to look at here. We gotta obviously figure out layout for where things are gonna go. The nice thing with not being open to the public is we don't have to set it up as nicely layout-wise. We can have things a little more cramped and not as big of walkways and things like that. So that way the animals can still hopefully have their bigger enclosures. There's also electrical issues we need to look at. Like the electrical is kind of sketchy. There's a wire that goes from the panel, and it actually hangs outside the bay door. I don't know what that is. So we got to figure that out. The heater I just turned on today, it actually works. I can feel the heat coming down now, so that's good. So we've got to get some electrical. There's even like an outlet hanging down over here. So we contacted an electrical guy. He's a friend of mine, but I don't know how much we can get done with our budget. So if there are any electricians out there that want to even just come and take a look, let us know what we can do. We want to get a generator plug installed as well because we do need to have backup power for a generator. We might need to have a couple extra breakers or circuits added because we do use a lot of power. So if there's any electricians out there that want to help us out, let me know because we can use it. We also need to talk to a plumber because we would like to we've got our washroom here. So there's a washroom here with hot water now, but I would like to have a sink on the outside or something just so that it just makes it easier for washing dishes, things like that. Beside a table, something like this. I might even use this, I don't know. So, electrician, plumber, all that stuff, and then we're gonna need a lot of wood. It's gonna be, a lot of the stuff we built at the old place, we didn't build to move, so we need to build new things, so that's going to be expensive too. Raina is supposed to have a list of things she's looking at to remind me what to talk about, and she's not doing that right now, so I'm winging this. Raina, what's next on my list? I talked about electrical, I talked about the plumbing. What's next? What's next?
Adoptions.
Adoptions, yes. So now, with it being a smaller space and being not open to the public, we don't need to have as many animals on display. And that's one of the reasons why we have a lot of animals on display that we're not using for mobile presentations, is because when we're open to the public, we want things for people to see. But we're not open to the public here, we don't need to have all those animals. So in the next month, we are going to be adopting out a lot of animals because there are a lot of animals we don't use for anything. They're just sitting there for people to look at. So we can adopt out a lot of animals that way. What's next?
Plant sales.
Plant sale. So we have a lot of plants in our greenhouse, and sometime over the next few weeks, we're going to be trimming them, cleaning them up and that, and we're going to be basically getting rid of all the plants. So if we don't get rid of the plants, they're going to go to the compost pile. So we're going to do a thing on a weekend or something like that where we're going to be having plants available. You can come in, pick out the plant you want. You got to dig it up yourself because I'm not doing that. And we're going to be doing that by donation because some of the plants are worth quite a bit of money in there. We're hoping we don't get ripped off too much, but it will help us get a little bit of money. And I hate wasting plants because I love plants. And being in a warehouse, we're not going to grow the plants in here like we could in the greenhouse. So what was next, Brandon?
Open house.
Oh yeah, open house. Okay, so we are going to be doing tours right up until the end of February. So our current place right now, if you have a tour booked, you're safe. There are no tours booked past the end of the month though. And actually I think we blocked off February 28th and March 1st because that will be our absolute final open house of that greenhouse. It'll be the last time you can actually come and see the animals at our place. So we'll be doing a lot more announcements for that coming up along with plans on that. So any tours booked right now, you will see all the animals. So what the plan is right now, for the month of February, we're going to be building in here. It's going to be building enclosures, setting things up, figuring out how the hell we are getting everything into this warehouse. And then that'll be the month of February. And then come March 1st, that will be when we start moving animals actually over here with the enclosures that are coming over here as well. So February, very busy month of planning and figuring out money and things like that. And we just have to find a way of making this place sustainable at almost $5,000 a month plus gas, plus electrical, plus feed and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's the plan. So there are some big announcements. Obviously there'll be more to come. There'll be more videos to come as we start planning and building in here. But yeah, so the biggest, happiest news is we do have a place. We've secured a place. They actually wanted to sign a 5-year lease, which I was so happy about, but we don't want to do that. We signed a 3-year lease, which is even a stretch for me because again, this place is just so we can do mobile presentations because we can't do tours in here. And in 3 years, mobile presentations might be illegal. So we've at least secured our future for 3 years, but we can stay here longer if it comes to it. So anyways, there's some announcements. If you want to help make a donation, we'd really appreciate it because $15,000 just to get into the place until we can move animals in is a lot of money. So donations are appreciated, electricians are appreciated, plumbers are appreciated. Buy plants, buy frozen rats. We'll eventually have the crickets or not crickets, cockroaches not going. So buy feeders from us as well. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys.